Welcome to Career Journeys, a series of videos by the Consortium for Public Education. Here we explore the career experiences and pathways of professionals from a wide variety of careers to help you think about the skills you'll need and the paths you might take after high school.
Hello, my name is Austin Anderson, Business Development Officer with the Forum for Workforce Development, a collaborator with the Consortium for Public Education. Today, we're interviewing Steve Simqu, a CAD and Product Manager for DMI Companies, as part of our Career Journey video series to share insights into a professional's pivotal experiences and career pathways. Thanks for joining us, Steve.
Thanks for having me. It's great to help out.
My first question for you is going to be, what is a CAD and Project Manager?
My job duties is basically the CAD side of managing. I foresee all the product documentation. I make sure all the engineers are doing it up to standards. I do a lot of drawing checks, do a lot of design work, product documentation. That's the CAD side of it. I also foresee making the decisions on what products we purchase and implementing them into our system.
So what does CAD stand for, if you don't mind me asking?
Computer-aided drafting.
Okay, so what about the project manager side?
So the project manager is basically, I manage projects. So if I get a new product that we're gonna create in-house, I typically will design it. I'll get it quoted, machined, welded, laser cut, bring it in-house, assemble it, and then, which is really cool, sometimes I gotta get to break it. So that's pretty fun. So that's basically, and the project management, I make sure the project is done on time and on budget. DMI Companies is an HVAC system components company. So we make, to kind of make it very easy to understand, we don't make ductwork, we make the parts to put the ductwork together. And when I first saw the job, I was like, oh, that's boring, ductwork. But once I got in here, I'm doing a lot of design work. I'm doing a lot of machine work. It's not just duct work. So it's very, very interesting to figure out or to find out where you end up in life.
Why did you ultimately choose this kind of work?
Well, growing up, I've always had a curious mind for basically anything mechanical, motors, whatever. I actually was caught at 6 going upstairs in the house and tearing off every door handle to make sure that they all work the same. And I don't know, after that it was kind of, I knew I wanted to be something in the field of mechanical design or whatever. So that's what made me kind of push towards the mechanical drafting side.
I emphasize on that one too, but what are some skills that make you particularly good at your job?
I think I'm very good at coming up with problem solving pretty fast, very creative with things, and I think me being a hands-on learner, and as of right now, I have more projects in my garage than I do at work, and I have to know how things work. So that mindset makes me function a little bit more at work.
Take me through a typical day of being a CAD and project manager. Okay,
so a typical day would be most of the time I'm doing design work, modeling, drawing. As of right now, we do have a laser that laser cuts things out of metal. So I'll put the laser patterns that I make into the laser for the production workers to cut. And also I make sure this software is working up to par. The other section will be, like I said, managing projects. So I got a project now that I'm waiting for components to come in. So I have to contact the vendors and say, hey, when's this coming in? Make sure it's in here at a certain date. And then once I get it in, I can send it out to a testing company or whatever I need to do. The rest of the day, I'm really just working on other people's drawings and reviewing them for errors.
So what kinds of things should a student in high school, either academically or extracurricularly, what activities could help prepare them for a career in your kind of field?
I would suggest taking any CAD class. If you want to go the CAD side, definitely taking as many CAD classes as you can. I do know there's engineering CAD after school activities like Bots IQ. Is a really great program. I'm one of the mentors for that. Also, I know DMI has a workforce development program. So coming in and checking that out, or doing a co-op either here or somewhere else in another firm, I definitely suggest doing that. I actually did that. When I was in high school, I job shadowed with a civil engineer, and it was really fun. I got to help make the grading on a church parking lot. So it was kind of neat. First big job I've ever done in my entire life. In college, I worked for a surveying company, and I did a lot of housing plan layouts. So just getting experience, even if it's not in your field, you're getting out there, you're getting this experience.
What kind of post-secondary training do you need, if any, for this?
Secondary training, I actually was thinking about that question, and I've come to my answer would be any training is good. You get to experience things that you might not like, so then it leads you towards something else. Like I like the engineering side of things. I didn't really like civil because it just wasn't my style. So I suggest doing that. And then once you get into something, I think you should have the mindset in your job of always being open to going to training. And any company is going to love that. That's just great to have on your resume. And really, I would find as many CAD classes as you can. The more proficient you can be in your software, the better. I'm always learning new features in my software, and I've been doing it for 15 years.
What questions should they be asking themselves if they're considering a career in your field?
I would kind of ask yourself, do you like drawing things? Are you creative? Do you like to know how things work? I think that's the main parts I would ask. And then once you figure that out, maybe you can kind of start narrowing it down. Well, what do you like? Do you like architectural design? Do you like looking at buildings? Do you like looking at gears? And just figuring it out. It takes some time. I didn't know exactly what I wanted to be when I was in high school, but I kind of had an idea.
Well, Steve, I do want to say thank you for joining us today. I really appreciate your time.
Most definitely. I enjoyed it.
For more information or to learn about other careers in the Career Journey series, visit our website and check back soon for our next installment. Thanks!